Just so you know, that's official. It was only 2 pumps. That's not a personal foul. I don't know what happened last week or 2 weeks ago in the NFL where they penalized the player for that. But needless to say, this is the Sideline Junkies podcast network. It's the Sunday Rise. You got me and my tag team partner, the Gentleman Jack. It's the dynamic duo back together again after a long time. But hey, you can't deal with it. You can't fake it. If you don't know what it is, you got to learn to love it because it's the best thing going today. With that being said, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As I always say, my peoples, black people, white people, people. Welcome to the best way to start your Sunday morning and start your week off. It is the Sunday Rise. It's the Sideline Junkies. I'm the Midnight Rider. That's the Gentleman Jack. The big guy KG and the boss man are on assignment. We got a lot of heavy stuff going on today. It's just amazing what's going on in the sports world. We had a crazy incident yesterday that we want to touch on early on in the shows. That's outside of the trio that we did. Gentleman Jack, how are you feeling this morning, man?
I'm feeling good. As I put it in the chat yesterday, the Junkies chat, me and the family was out at a big family event yesterday. He's my cousin, but he's my cousin's kid. So I don't know about that second, third cousin removed, all that stuff. He's just my family. Got married, and it was awesome, man. There were some people that had been having beef, in the past 10, 15 years. And then by a little bit, once the ceremony and then all the hoopla to introduce the party, once that was over, I seen them family members chatting. So that made it extra special yesterday to see family talking again after certain times of, as people say, beef. So I want to congratulate my cousin Michael McGinnis and his bride Delaney. Beautiful, beautiful ceremony up at Sparrows Point in Baltimore, right on the water. It was fat. So yeah, I'm a little sluggish. JC was out late last night.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, that's cool, man. I'm glad you said their names. Yeah, I wanted to congratulate them as well. The ceremony the spread looked nice from the pictures you sent us. Yeah. And that's always a good thing to have family because we always get to this point, because I'll be at this point Thursday where you'll see people because it's a funeral and you got to deal with people saying, hey, we haven't talked, I haven't seen you in a while, let's reconnect. And the fact that you guys got to reconnect with it being a positive situation and a great opportunity just to be family and to celebrate the love of two people is an amazing thing. Anything else you want to just drop in? What was the menu like last night at this event?
Cookie. Man, they had snackies going during the cocktail hour. The cocktail hour, that's when the wedding party getting their pictures taken. So they gotta size us up, keep us busy. So we roll in here, we got some of this killer crab dip, with some of them baguettes cut into pieces. Spread that crab dip on that baguette, boy, cookie. And then it had, what else they had? I think they had like some little chicken bites on a stick. They just had nice little appetizers. Then they had the ladies coming around with the white glove and the tray, you know what I'm saying, with some crab cakes and some of the little quiches. Them little quiches, they're all good, So we was busting them up. And then me and my mom, it was me, my mom, my sister, my wife, my daughter, and my two cousins couldn't make it. They're older than me. I was disappointed they couldn't make it, but that was my table. And so they finally bring salad, man. I'm like, shit, I'm full on the appetizers. And then I forgot what I ordered. You had to, check the box when you sent the invitation back in, what kind of grub you wanted, right? So apparently I chose salmon and filet mignon. And my mom chose double filet mignon. And Celinda got double salmon, and Cameron got filet and salmon. So it had this amazing asparagus with it. these potato crispy like baked wedges of potato. It was money, dude. I give the food a 9.5, man. It was that good.
So you slept good when you got home last night. Basically, is what you're telling me.
Yes, indeed. I wanted to sleep on the way home, but that damn Georgia game was on, so I was watching that in the back seat. I was ready for a nap. Had 3 cups of coffee, was still ready for a nap.
It's amazing, man. Real quick, I know we got the Commanders game going live as we're on the show, and it looks like the Commanders have broken the seal on the touchdowns being scored. They have just gone up. Yes, that is a touchdown. So they're up 12-6. We're waiting for the conversion to go through, and as long as the conversion goes through, it'll be 13-6 Commanders. Keep your fingers crossed because the way this guy Matt Gay been kicking,
Lord.
anything is possible. With that being said, let's go ahead and open the show with the comment section that is sponsored by absolutely nobody. If you want a sponsorship and you want absolutely nobody to sponsor it, come to the Sideline Junkies where we have absolutely no one to sponsor this segment. But the initial comment for the day is my man Boom. Here we go with the. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this is. I'm not young enough.
Let me see. It's
I don't know. Ear and some eyes. So I'm guessing he's watching. I don't know.
I hear you.
I'm good. Too old for this.
He got his ears on and he got his ears on and he's peeping us.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with that because that's better than anything I got.
Long as you don't set us no zucchinis and shit, man.
And then he responds laughing like, "Yo, I'm sorry, I just don't know, bro. You know how it is. At a certain age,
you knew.
Yeah." He said, "Y'all know what's up." Nah, seriously, man. I appreciate you jumping in here. We gotta get you in. Maybe towards the end of the year. Look at your schedule because I think Jack's got some dates for a guest picker. Maybe we can try to get you a guest picker, man.
December, Midnight Rider.
So give them the dates that you have available while we on, because I think it's like the 14th,
21st of December, 14th and 21st, and then the 4th of January. I'd love to have Boom come on guest picker.
So Boom, pick a date, man. Make it happen. We get you in here around 12 noon, and we pick the nickel. We got our guy, Anthony Mazzano. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, man? I know you was watching some college football yesterday, because we got a bunch of stuff to get into. We got like I said in the opening, we got the live Commanders game. We have the trio that we picked over the weekend, but I added something to the trio just because of my personal thing. And also we have just the games that's going on. So with that being said, he says for sure I'll pick one that
all right, let's do that.
But let's do that. And let's start because I want to start with the controversy. So yesterday, South Carolina loses 30-31 to Texas A&M. They were actually up, I think it was like 30-7 early on in the ball game. And I didn't see a reason or a way that Texas A&M could come back, but South Carolina does South Carolina stuff, man. They're like the Los Angeles, like the way we should say the Chargers be charging. This is the Gamecocks be gamecocking. That might need a pause, but this ball game, there was no reason for Texas A&M to either be able to come back, but they scored on 3 drives and made it happen. It was a beautiful thing from a football standpoint, but the part that bothered me was the young kid from DC, Nick Harbor, scores a touchdown, and he runs up the tunnel, and he's grabbing his hamstring. He's sore, he's hurt, and 2 of his teammates in the tunnel with him. And a Texas A&M trooper decides to walk up the tunnel. And the problem I have with this situation is the trooper basically walks right in between the 2 players. and he causes he bumps both of the players. Yeah, he does that. Like it would have been different if because common sense.
You turn sideways, something.
Or you just stop and just let the guys go by, and then you go and have your way. But this situation looked like this guy wanted whatever the smoke was or whatever the situation was. And shortly after the video was processed and shown of this guy in this incident, he was relieved of his duties, told to go home. But the problem I have bigger and foremost was, what if one of these kids reacted? And then that would have been, because he would have antagonized them and we would have had a situation bigger than football. It would have been back to some things that we don't need to talk about, like race and division in this country. And I just felt like this guy took a moment to be cheap and petty. He'll get his videos. He'll get his moment in the sun because they're going to show this video for a long time. But the problem I have with it is he just put those two kids in a situation where they didn't need to be. You know what I'm saying? They celebrating the touchdown. They're playing the game. They're playing football. Just stop. Let them pass, and then you go. And I know you just got a fresh viewpoint of it. So, I'd love to see what your eyes saw.
Well, the point is, these boys are on the field where they work. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is where they do their job. And I understand they need security. These state troopers need to be in stadiums. I understand that. But for him to do what he did when these kids were at a high of highs, you know what I'm saying? They just scored a touchdown. And I saw what I used to see in the club back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Right. When you got a cat that ain't liking somebody, they're going to walk through with them wings out, Wings out, they're going to bump you, and then there's a fight going on, That's what it looked like to me. It looked like an intentional trying to cause a disturbance. And as you said, I never like trying to say, hey, it could have been a race thing, but it could have been if these black athletes would have came back and struck out of just instinct sometime, the way the bows were thrown, and I didn't like it at all. I thought he was being a jerk. So I don't know. At what point in the game was that when it happened, Midnight Rider? Was it wild?
That's early. That's like right in the beginning of I want to say it's like second quarter, because that's in the middle of South Carolina's run. Like South Carolina was making a run where they were basically just going at will. It was crazy the way they were moving the football on Texas A&M early on and the breaks they were getting.
Well, it had to be first half, because it was like 31-7 at half or something like that. They only scored one touchdown the first. Yep, so 30. It had to be their first touchdown of the day. That was. Yeah, I didn't see it till this morning, and it's just unnecessary, man. They're still kids, most of them. Except some of these 6, 7, 8 year guys, but they were happy and celebrating each other, man. That was a weak move. I put that down, and I say it like this: that was a bitch move, dude.
Let's see what we got behind you on this. Let's see. I hope you talk about the future of Coach Beamer. Let's talk to that. Boom. Hit me what you think, and we'll go with it. 30-3 was the score at that point. Time. Yeah. So, but I don't think Beamer has the issue. I think their issue is more deep rooted into who they are. And I think part of the problem that college football has right now is teams don't know who they are. Let's see what Boone comes back with. It needs to be emphasized to those officers that they are there to protect all players, not just Texas A&M players. The officer attempted to insert himself in a situation that did not need his attention. Totally agree.
Correct.
Texas A&M players were capable of taking care of business. Totally agree. And just to take another step on this incident, I just thought that this was a guy trying to find a reason to make himself feel important. Like he did this for this moment, for us to be talking about him on Sunday morning, because there was no reason for him even to walk in the tunnel after those guys, because there wasn't like a situation there. It wasn't like there was something going on and needed his attention. He just decided to walk up there and do whatever it was, and that was the garbage part of this whole situation. It was just like, yo, why instigate something? Why be this forceful moment? And I'm not going to concentrate on this triple that much anymore. Let's get to the stats of this ball game because I want to talk about the kids that played and give this the right amount of shine. Like I said, the score was 31-30. In the box score, the Norris Sellers, who I thought wasn't playing yesterday, 46, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Nick Harbor, the kid that was bumped by the officer, 3 catches, 102 and 1 touchdown. Good God Almighty, Jack! You might have to say this thing. Vandravius Jacobs, 4 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown. Those are the standouts for for South Carolina. On the Texas A&M side of the ledger, I got Mr. Marcel Reed goes for 439 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I think he might have had a fumble as well. The running game let them down. Nobody got over 28 yards rushing. And on the receiving side, our guy KC Concepcion, 7 catches, 158, no TDs. Ashton Bethel Roman, 4 catches, 139, and a touchdown. I'll read these guys off just because they scored. Isaiah Williams, 3 catches, 50 yards on the TD. And then Nate, good God, this should be the day you're doing this. Nate Borkicker. It might be Nate Borkeicher because he might be German. And it's 3 catches for 40 yards and a touchdown. So just to wrap up the conversation, because I don't want the Trooper to have all the conversation in this ball game. This is one hell of a comeback. The fact that Texas A&M's defense was able to keep this ball game to a point where how do I want to say it? The defense was able to keep them in the ball game so the offense can come back, recover, find its sea legs, and the fact that the way it ended was a true testament to a team of destiny or a team trying to get close to their destiny. And it's going to be interesting to see later on in the month when we get that Texas A&M Texas ball game, because Texas tried hard yesterday, but they came up short. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's go ahead and move on to.
Well, let me state that as you said about Texas A&M's defense, they held that South Carolina team scoreless the whole second half, man. And South Carolina can move the ball. They've moved the ball all year. They've had a couple 1-possession losses, several of them. So South Carolina's a tough squad, but you gotta look at it from the beginning. It looks like South Carolina's game plan kind of shook Texas A&M up in the first half, and then Texas A&M made them adjustments at halftime, and Marcel Reed just took over. The man, he was running, throwing, doing whatever he needed to win, and that's what Heisman-type players do. Not everybody's going to win a blowout, so everybody's dogging, Texas A&M got held by South Carolina. SEC football is SEC football, baby, so I'm not going to say this is a sad South Carolina team that Texas A&M scraped by. That's bullshit. So that was an amazing comeback by them. Thanks, man.
No problem. Boone jumps in again. I don't think Beamer needs to be fired, but I think the magnitude of the loss, more so the comeback, will put him in the hot seat. But shout out to A&M because they played like the number 3 team. I think this year was a lost year for Beamer and the crew, period, because their biggest issue has been consistency. They've had injuries. They've missed a couple people.
Sellers has been injured. Yeah.
Yes. You can't play in this league or in that league without your top guy. And Sellers is there, the straw that stirs the drink in that situation. And Definitely. If he's not healthy and he's not moving forward, you got nothing. You can't do anything. And I think that's where the key was for this team this year is they lost him, they lost some momentum, and I think getting them back, now they're trying to find their way. Well, we always talk about identities, and I think we got to find an identity for this South Carolina team.
Yeah, and you don't know what's going to be back next year, you know, because Portal, it's a shame, you know, because this South Carolina team is a buildable team, but when you get, you know, left safety, this dude, and right guard, that dude, transfer portal, then you get a couple wide receivers want to leave, then you guys just start all over. It's nuts. It's like we're just renting these guys for a year, basically, and us as fans only get to watch some of them for a year. You know, it's shaking my fist at the clouds.
Real quick, listen to another comment. Jack J Dub jumps in. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. Let's get to it. The stuff that we had on the ledger, outside of what's been reported or what's going on. And the first game we have, if I can actually operate this computer correctly, is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish 37, the Pitt Panthers 15. I'll pull the stats up real quick. Give me a second on that. And here we go. 37-15 box score reads CJ Carr 21-32, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns, receptions. Jeremiah Love, what you want to do for Love. 23 carries, 147, 1 touchdown. CJ Carr actually had a touchdown on the 7th. When his 7-yard carry. Malachi Fields, the kid transferred from UVA, I think it is. 7 catches, 99 yards, 2 TDs. Eli Reardon, 6 catches, 67 yards, no TDs. And on the Pittsburgh side, Mason Heinschel, 16-33, 126, no TDs, 1 interception. Jules Golf, 5 carries, 35 yards. They ran the ball a lot, but they didn't get a lot out.
They didn't get nothing. Yeah.
And then Desmond Reed, 6 receptions, 63 yards, no TDs. It's basically their offense. I don't know how much of the game you saw, but you want to jump in and just tell me what you thought, if you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, definitely. Notre Dame ran a efficient game, dude. It was balanced on both sides of the ball, even though I say they're the best run team in the country, especially with their tandem they got. But Love just went off. And you look at it, you know, CJ Carr, 32 passes, the Notre Dame running backs and their amount of rushes, 36 rushes. So that's pretty balanced for a team that won by as much as they did. So CJ Carr needs to clean it up a little bit. The interceptions are starting not to look good on his stat book. When you start playing big-time teams like a Georgia or Alabama, Oklahoma's defense, you can't turn the ball over. And I feel that CJ Carr needs to protect the ball more. They got the win over Pitt, but if they play a little bit more fortified team, those turnovers can really hurt Notre Dame, Midnight Rider.
Nah, I totally agree with you. I believe that the way this ball game was going and just the way they were playing, the run game, I mean, there's a beautiful play. If you haven't seen the long run by Jeremiah Love, I ask you to take that and look into the highlights and see where this kid does. He makes an awesome spin move inside, in between the tackles, spins off the player, advances down the field, and that's the one he breaks for like a 50-yard touchdown. And it's absolutely amazing. It's awesome if you see it from the beginning. Let me see if what we got comment-wise on this.
It was 56 yards.
Jeremiah Love is that dude. Let's go, ND. Yes, sir. And then CJ Carr has played a whole lot better than he started the season. Yes, totally agree. I think what we saw yesterday was, and I'm a just of to Archbishop Carroll, head coach and great Mr. Carroll Holmes used to always tell us, he was our athletic director at the time I was at the school and our boys basketball coach. And Carroll Holmes had this great saying. He said there was only one good thing about freshmen. And you always asked him what. He was like, they become sophomores.
Amen.
So, I think what we're getting a freshman quarterback having a moment in the sun. The one interception, I understood the first one. I saw what he saw. But the second one was kind of like his situation, just a bad throw, bad read. But I mean, that's football. And if we can't let these kids play football, then we gotta rethink the situation a little bit. They're not gonna be perfect. It's early on. You know, he's not the guy. He's the guy because he's the only guy, and he should have been the guy. And Jack, you've heard me harp on this for the last 2 years that you've been on the network. Like, I don't care about that fifth year senior graduate quarterback that's only going to play here for 1 year. I'd rather have what we have right now. I got a freshman quarterback. He's learning. He's taking lumps. And next year when he comes in the season, he's going to be much better and well prepared for what we got going on right now. And he can lead this ball club. You know, so next year when we start with whoever we start, I think we might start again with Miami, because maybe it's Miami at Notre Dame, because I think we started on the road this year. And then it's Texas A&M. Excuse me. Can't sneeze once, allegedly. But no, I mean, I think we get those ball games at Notre Dame next year. So I'd expect us to get out to a better start and not have to do this run to get Notre Dame back into the playoff picture. Coach Freeman is doing a tremendous job. The running back is amazing. I'd love to see a little bit more of Price, but I don't want to sacrifice Love. Price.
Yeah, no, I agree. And you know, I want to go back to Jack Wagner's comment. You know, he's talking about how he started out shaky and everything. Like I say, he's a freshman, like Midnight Rider said. And I didn't really have much confidence in him at all at the beginning of the season. And the way he was able to turn it around and the whole program turn it around after them 2 early losses, you got to give the quarterback some credit too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Any quarterback could have just climbed into a hole after that two early 2 losses. So you got to give CJ Carr a little bit of depth on being a young freshman, able to overcome and look out for what he could bring you guys next year at Notre Dame. So, yeah, I like what you said about that whole not wanting a senior transfer, 6-year starter, all that. You want that freshman, and he's a true freshman, correct?
I believe so.
I think so too. So, you know, he's just got to protect the ball. That's all. That's the only nick I got probably against this whole Notre Dame team is I don't feel they protect the ball as good as they should, but they do get takeaways too. So it's not like they're losing that battle.
Fun facts for sure. I will give a quick update. Commanders just punted to Miami, but I'm a little surprised because there was a play in the end zone where Marcus Mariota is doing like a 360 as he's falling down and just heaves the ball to the sidelines. I'm guessing the officials think he was outside the pocket, but I think that should have been a safety. But I'm gonna let that go. So it's still 13-6 Commanders. Miami has the ball just outside of midfield, so probably about the 45-yard line. They still got to cross the 50 to get into their territory, and I'll leave it at that. With that being said, let's hit Boone's comment. Love is love, unless he's looking at Arvell Reese. Then it's heartbreak bars. Okay, I like that. I agree completely with you, Jack. He really has turned his season around. Totally agree. And then
he has.
From his assignment, it's only love doing its thing. Go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No. It's true. I mean, all them, what I was stating about Carr being able to overcome adversity with the slow start Notre Dame had. I'm not saying he's the guy leading his team. The running game is accredited to Notre Dame's success this year, whether it be Love busting off for buck 40, whatever, or that other cat. So their running game is phenomenal. Carr can scamper with it too. So and that big ass offensive line. Good Lord, Cookie, man. I'm gonna talk more about that a little bit more into our college football talk. But the line at Notre Dame, one of the 3 or 4 biggest I see, man. I tell you. So the whole team has overcome adversity by coming out of this early hole and trying to get into this college football playoffs, which we got a couple more weeks until it's officially announced. The selection day will be December 7th, everybody. Sideline Junkies will be throwing out our bracket this Tuesday on the Tuesday night flight. So peep that.
Yeah, so the idea behind our bracket is we're going to do and this is a production thing, so I just want to keep you informed, Jack, as much as everybody else. So we'll have your bracket, we'll have the college football bracket, and then we'll have the drive time consensus bracket. So we're going to have 3 brackets just basically so we can get an idea of what's going on and how we want to see it and how it's going to play out. Because I think we all have different ideas. And I've been intrigued lately watching Showtime Sarah, Scooter, and Maddie as they break down their 12. It's just like the list where we're kind of like in the same thought process, but maybe you have Marcel Reed at 2. I got him at 3. Coach may have him at 5. When I watch them talk about their playoff thing, it's interesting because I think Showtime, when she does her list, she goes by record. So she's going to put all the undefeateds at the top and then bring in other teams as well. Maddie kind of looks at it a little different than her because he understands the undefeateds, but he mixes in a little bit of the teams that has impressed him, and then Scooter is a little bit of both. So I love that dynamic in our group, and I just want to bring like other thoughts into our group as we do this thing in this project. So we'll have that on Tuesday. I think Drive Time this week is coming to you live on Monday because of what Maddie has going on in this housing situation. So I think you get a Monday version of Drive Time this week at 5 p.m. Boom. Indy is getting in. The question is Alabama and Texas at the end of the season. How generous will the committee be? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the committee's going to be really generous because they'd rather have a third SEC team than anything else. They're gonna sacrifice the world to have that other SEC team in the mix because they didn't have it last year. And maybe call me crazy, but I think that's truly the case. Go ahead, Jack.
No, I agree. And you figure you got Notre Dame's a lock. You figure Ohio State's a lock. They got nobody left on their schedule to really knock them off, and plus they're undefeated. I like the way Sarah does her rankings and her bracket. So she had BYU, number 3?
At one point she did.
I think I might have had them as high as 7 at one point, but they got in the top 10 and then they lost. But they looked good last night. They looked real good last night, that running game. And I tell you, that running back quarterback they got, number 46. So what's his name again? Yes. That dude's just a bull, man. He's a bull.
Yeah, he's definitely not playing quarterback in the NFL, but he will definitely get drafted because he's definitely going to be a weapon, an offensive weapon for somebody somewhere.
Definitely.
Definitely. with that being said, you know what? Let's do this a little bit differently. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. And come back. What you're going to see in this quick break is what's coming up Monday. Drive time, right?
Yeah.
Drive time in here. That's WrestleMania flight countdown. Okay, I got you, Jack. I see it.
BRB.
Here we go. No, let's do this. Let's do it in the Apache seat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for watching that commercial. That is in the passenger seat that is featured on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. As part of our Wednesday lineup. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for watching that. Thank you for checking it out. With that being said, let's finish up our college football and move on to what's next and what we got going on slate. So I'm gonna get a comment.
My game.
Let's see. Jack says, has Michigan and Ohio State already played this year? I'm asking. No, they haven't yet. That's coming up in a couple weeks.
Still not much on the schedule for Ohio State, dude. That's all I'm saying. They don't have no top 25, top 10 matchups coming. None.
Shout out to Booney for taking it back and being an old man, for hitting the Dougie during the break. Appreciate that for sure. Let's get to the game of the night to me. Oklahoma, Alabama. Oklahoma 23, Alabama 21. Jack, if you want to just start real quick, and I'll pull up the stats here in a second.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. And J-Dub, you're right. The Michigan game is a tad bit more maybe competitive than I thought it might be. Michigan did move up to number 18 this week. So last I heard, Michigan wasn't even top 25. So I thought they had no top 25 games left. That's my bad on that one. This game right here, man, I tell you, I talked about it highly on Thursday. And it's that OU turnover defense, man. OU's defense, one of the top turnover defenses in the country. And what did they do against this high-flying Alabama team? They controlled them by getting 3 turnovers, points off turnovers, and Oklahoma scored what they needed to do to beat a sharp Alabama team. But I tell you, that defense in Oklahoma ain't nothing to be messed with. Oklahoma didn't even have the ball as much as Alabama. Alabama got 23 first downs. Oklahoma only got 12. That's where it's showing you where they scored on the defensive side of the ball and got the turnovers to get the ball in great field position. So there wasn't the offense that did this. It was the defense of Oklahoma that won this game, dude. And I really seriously 100% thought that's how it was going to go. So feels good to hit one for a home run. Oklahoma beats Alabama, Midnight Rider. You like that?
Here we go. So stats, and the stats breathe out everything you just said. It's a beautiful transition that we got going here. Oklahoma, Mateer, 15 to 23, 138. Robinson runs the ball, 10 carries, 34 yards.
Nothing.
Mateer, 10 carries, 23 yards, a touchdown. Jermichael Carter, 3 receptions, 36 yards. They didn't have to do much in terms of that. They got 2 recovered fumbles, one by Kendall Daniels, the other by Sami Amashago.
Pick 6 by Brown.
So That says it all. And then let's go to Alabama side. Ty Simpson, 28 of 42 for 326, 1 TD, 1 interception. Daniel Hill, 15 carries, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'd like to see more from that kid. Josh Cuevas, 6 catches, 80 yards, 1 TD. Jeremy Bernard, 7 catches, 71 yards, and no TDs. The superstar Ryan Williams only had 3 catches and 45 yards.
Ryan Williams kicked the ball out too, midnight rider. Ryan Williams laid the ball on the carpet too.
Yeah, I was about to say, I see fumbles lost.
Yes.
Alabama had 3 fumbles yesterday. They lost 2 of them. Ty Simpson and Ryan Williams lost 1 each. Yeah, man. I mean, when I watched this ball game, I kept waiting for the sonic boom from Alabama for the big play, for them to just make something happen. But you talked about Oklahoma's defense being stingy, and I'm a little stingy on believing in Oklahoma's defense. But yeah, they played last night, man. They showed out and showed up for sure.
They got this guy, Kip Lewis. Kip Lewis, he's a monster. 2 sacks and probably 3 or 4 more quarterback hits. He had Simpson on his toes all day. And so, going further, this here is definitely going to help Oklahoma. They needed this win. So if Oklahoma can make the playoffs, they could possibly make some noise.
True that.
Mateer back.
And here we go. Brings me back to the Texas-Alabama question. Texas beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma beat Bama. Oklahoma is 9-2. I believe. I mean, it's tricky in the SEC. We totally agree with you, man.
Real tricky.
I think this is going to be a situation where they're going to lay it out and figure it out as the process goes on. But always remember that dollars make sense in this whole process.
Oh, man.
So we might get some teams in where the dollars make more sense than anything else does. So that's how I look at it when it comes to this league or this college football season, especially, and the playoffs. But I look forward to this ball game, and I felt like this was the first time I saw Ty Simpson be erratic. But it wasn't because of him. It was because of Oklahoma. Like, Oklahoma made him erratic because of the pressure they brought, because of the blitzes they brought. They changed the tone of this ball game. We oftentimes talk about teams needing to emphasize or put an emphasis on what they do, and I think that's what happened last night in that moment with Oklahoma and Alabama. Was Oklahoma knew they had to put pressure on the kid. The kid didn't necessarily fold, but the bad plays happen, and you're going to have some bad plays as a quarterback, of course. So I'm not going to hold that against him. It's not going to reflect in my quarterback listing, but I think we saw some chinks in the armor yesterday for Alabama, and I think the biggest chink is their running game only produced them like maybe 100 yards at best. And if Alabama
their running game's ass, man, it's ass.
There's Ohio State.
Yes, unless it's a read option with the quarterback running it, it's ass. And I've never seen that at Alabama that I can recall. You've always had banging running backs come out of there.
Well, they lost.
Maybe the board's going a different way.
No, they lost a big part of their running game when Justice Haynes, who's now the running back or the lead running back at Michigan, he transferred out last year because he was part of that two-headed monster last season, and then he transferred to Michigan. I'm gonna guess the NIL was better at Michigan than what he was getting at Alabama, and that's why he left.
Okay.
Or the opportunity was just better, but I'll leave that where it is and let that be. And let's go ahead and close out our college football talk with Georgia 35, Texas 10. Big game yesterday. We thought probably it was going to be a closer ball game than what showed up. But when you you saw the difference. There was a difference between the two teams. and it was evident in the way this played out. Texas, I think, now falls out of the conversation for the playoffs because now they're 7-3. They're going to need some help. They would have to beat Texas A&M late in the year, I think, to put themselves in a place that's relevant for the playoffs. But with that being said, let's get the numbers. Georgia 35, Texas 10. Texas stat line. Texas Arch Manning 27-43, 251 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. Quintravion Wisner 9 carries, 37 yards. Ugh, that's ugly already because they only had 17 carries yesterday for 23 yards.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that at all.
DeAndre Moore 5 receptions, 75 yards. Ryan Wingo 9 catches, 62 yards and 1 TD. Looks like Arch fumbled, but they recovered it.
Right.
Yeah, nothing substantial on that side. Let's hit the Georgia side. Gunnar Stockton 229, 4 TDs, 1 interception. He's the king of that stat line. Like he might throw he might throw a bunch of passes, but it's not necessarily getting you a bunch of yards. And that's also a description of the Georgia receiving core. Nate Frazier, the running back, 16 carries, 72 yards, no TDs, but Gunnar Stockton did have 6 carries, 29 yards, and 1 TD. London Humphreys, 2 receptions, 55 yards, and a TD. And then just like a couple of weeks ago, their tight end Lawson Lucky, who was featured on on Game Day for some of his work he does on the side. He had 1 catch, 6 yards, and a TD. And then Noah Thomas had 4 catches, 32 yards, and 2 TDs. So I'm gonna turn this over to you, Jack, and just get your thoughts on this Georgia-Texas game.
Well, first of all, Lawson Lucky, he caught that touchdown in the end zone where his mother and his special needs brother sit. So I thought that was really badass that he was able to, secure that ball and point up to the stands right there to his family and his special needs brother, who he loves to death, and he has already said his brother is the strongest person he knows, and that was very awesome tribute right there. I got goosebumps thinking about it. But this game right here, Gunnar Stockton won this game. The young boy, Arch Manning, he's still making silly mistakes like throwing the ball away and not throwing the ball away, holding the ball too long. He only got sacked twice, but Gunnar Stockton, he controlled and ran a fluent offense. And then in the fourth quarter, Gunnar Stockton gets 3 touchdowns, 2 passing, 1 rushing to put the game away. So you got a quarterback that can put a game away in the fourth quarter with 21 points while your defense is still holding solid. And I tell you, man, the Georgia O-line just ran over the Texas linebackers because they were doing them read option, quarterback sweepish draw, I guess, keeper. And by the time them linemen got around that corner and were coming toward the the linebackers and the DBs, you got trucks coming at 170-pound people. They was getting the hell out the way. So Georgia's line helped run that controlled offense that Georgia had to beat Texas handily. And yeah, I think Texas is SOL. I think they're shit out of luck. Good ball team, but I think it's going to be next year for them.
I think the first thing in the tunnel, whether it's the portal or it's recruiting, they got to bring in a running back because they can't this. And maybe the problem with the running back now is, they lost a lot when it came to their offensive line, and maybe that's the issue. You graduated 2 seniors that were, I think, you're starting left tackle and you're starting right guard. But I think Texas will be a much better team next year because Arch will kind of understand what's going on now. And he'll have that clarity of the situation. Real quick, let's hit a couple of these comments before we go and hit a break and then bring in our guest. Picker. Oklahoma has hella good defense, in my opinion. Oklahoma just played a little bit better in the game. I love defense. I don't think you get an argument from anybody. I think you and Jack have been on the same page on this. I agree. Arch definitely needs another year of college. In my opinion, he's not ready for the NFL yet. No, and we knew that before. We knew that before.
He can't bounce yet anyway. He's not eligible yet anyway.
Yeah, so. He is. He'll be eligible this year because he's a
redshirt sophomore.
He's a junior.
I thought he's a redshirt sophomore.
Nah, he's a junior.
I got a list around here.
I know he's eligible because that was the talk when he was the number one pick.
He's a sophomore, sir. He's a sophomore, sir.
He must be a redshirt sophomore.
He's not eligible, man.
Okay, we'll have that discussion offline. But
sure.
That's it. Boom says so. Has anyone pinpointed the real issue with Texas? I heard analysts say Mendoza can do more
running back,
which makes him a Heisman candidate. So can that same thought process be applied to Texas, which means Arch ain't it? Maybe they should insert the backup. I don't think it's the thing of Arch ain't it. I think it's the fact that Arch is still learning, man. We treating this kid like he hasn't like he's been around and he's played. You know, he sat up behind you was last year, the year before. He's got to be a third year, Jack. He's got to be.
I don't know, man. It doesn't list redshirt, but the site I'm looking at right here just states he's a sophomore, and I know he didn't play his first freshman year. He played a few games last year.
So that'll be his sophomore
this year.
So that's 3 years.
I don't think that redshirt year you don't play counts.
Even if he's a redshirt sophomore, he's eligible for the draft because he's 3 years removed from his draft class, or his graduating class, being around. But
okay, we're stirring this pot when we don't have to. We know he ain't going nowhere.
Right? Exactly. I was about
to shoot.
Yeah.
Let's agree. No.
Anything else on this Texas ball game? Before we get out of here,
glad to get it right.
Bring in our guest picker. Let's see. Comments are good. Good on banners. Let's see what break we want to use. Let's use this real quick. It's the shortest one, but that's Ladies and gentlemen, that was Draft Time featuring Matty Ice, Showtime Sarah, our guy Scooter. Comes on this week. It'll be airing at 5 p.m. on Monday. With that being said, let's get back to the show. This is Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. This is the Sunday Rise. And with that being said, we're about to jump into what's called the nickel. And we got a guest picker. This man has put his hands on the Vince Lombardi trophy for a while now. He is the king of security when it comes to the NFL. I'm going to pull him up on the stage. If anybody knew how to give applause, this is our guest picker, Mr. Brian Chooney. He's probably somewhere now protecting the trophy as we speak. What's going on,
Tonight's just Maroon 5 tonight, Maroon 5.
Oh, is that right?
Where you at with Maroon 5?
At Baltimore. I'll be more.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
You might run into Celinda and Cameron again.
They coming?
Nah, but Celinda loves Maroon 5. What is
everybody loves Maroon 5. All the
What's the name of the singer? Levine?
Adam Levine?
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't that that's who she likes. Oh, Cookie.
What's going on, Ben? Long time no talk, bud.
Hey, buddy, I'm good, man. I'm glad to see you, man. When he said the name, I was like, yes, let's go, baby. How's everything going with you, man?
Good. Just working, getting ready. About another month and a half, we'll be going to Santa Clara for Super Bowl, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we gotta get some behind the scene pics from you on that one, man.
Santa Clara.
I'll be there on the 29th of January through February, like 12th, 10th.
Okay.
If y'all want to hit me up, if I get on, I'll get on.
Okay.
Right.
And
Wow.
even if you want to do like you want to drop videos and we'll just throw it in the Sideline Junkies thing.
Right.
We can do it that way.
All right.
Yeah, we want like have some fun, man. That's all we about, man. Having fun and making this thing do what it do, baby. All right, real quick, let's start the games off with let's start with the Bears versus the Vikings. Bears at Minnesota. The line is -2.5. The over/under is 47.5. Within you staying in the bounds of your job and your security part, talk to us about this ball game within the means that you can.
I really like Chicago to win this game. I think that Caleb's playing pretty good ball. I mean, especially to cover the spread this game. I mean, they're actually at Minnesota, which is indoors, which is not too hurtful for them. But seeing Chicago play this year is actually a much better team this year than last year. They had a redemption. Think about this. We beat Chicago last year, last second play, right?
Right.
They didn't win another game the rest of the year. Think about what happened to us this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We haven't won another game since.
Oh, man.
But I like Chicago. I got them at 2.5, getting 2.5. But you say 3.5?
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
The money line plus 130.
We don't do money lines.
You can do it if you want. Over under.
Oh,
Just putting it out there.
He gonna throw a 3-leg at you in a minute, Midnight Rider. He gonna talk about Caleb for 2 TDs, a doomsday 6 catches.
Jack, I'm old school. I'll do a parlay.
hey,
3-team teaser or whatever it is, 3-team parlay. But these individual 5 catches, 100 yards, first touchdown scored.
Nah.
it's the way of the world now, man. That's how they get people, man.
That gets you in
That's why they
trouble.
get people that don't gamble. Go ahead, Jack.
It gets you in trouble real quick.
I'm with you on this one, to tell you the truth. Chicago been on a roll, and a lot of the credit goes to Caleb. Caleb caught hell last year. Caleb was crucified last year by the media, and I thought it was crap. I mean, he got all that crucifixion because he's the first pick. You know what I'm saying? But them first picks they go to some shit situations a lot, man. So Caleb has had time, and I'll tell you, he is looking determined now. A couple of these runs he's made are Baker Mayfield-esque. I mean, with heart, you know what I'm saying? He's running with heart. And I feel he's seeing the field better. He's not holding on to the ball too long. I look for Chicago to upset Minnesota, but I think it's going to be an under in this game. So I'm going to say Chicago in the under. B, what did you take, over or under on Chicago?
What is it, 40 what?
47.
Over.
Okay.
Got you.
I'm gonna keep mine kind of short and sweet. I'm gonna go Bears because I just don't like the way JJ McCarthy's been playing. I'm gonna take the over. I think this is gonna be like a 28-24 ball game where McCarthy still keeps showing you flashes. But I think Williams and company, they're on a run. They're hot, kind of like what Brian was talking about. I think this is their run right now to being a potential playoff team. So we can see that in the near future. Real quick. Here we go. I got Joshua Walker from Highly Opinionated. Sunday Rise is a true blessing. Keep winning, fellas. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that as always. And we gotta talk too, Josh, because I watched the last episode. We got some things to hash out. So let's move on to the next ball game. Seattle Seahawks at the Rams. Rams -3. Over under is 48.5. Mr. Chunin, take it away.
This is a preview of this year's NFC Championship.
You think so?
You heard it from me first. Preview of the NFC Championship, and it's going to go back to LA. I think he's playing his best ball as a quarterback for the Rams. I'm going to take them giving up 3, and I'm going to go over.
Okay. Well, you got Cooper Kupp returning to LA as a Hawk. I think Kupp's gonna ball out. You know your boy Njigba, he gonna get his. That's one hell of a ball player. I like that Njigba. But I think Cooper Kupp is gonna have a how you doing LA moment. He gonna grab 6 to 8 balls, 90 yards, and a touchdown. So y'all put that down in your parlay if you want. Coop, 90 yards and a touchdown. I guarantee you that pays you plus 650. I guarantee you at least that. So Seattle to beat the Rams. I just think they're gonna go in there and wreak havoc on them. I really do. So I'm gonna take Seattle and the over. They're definitely gonna score points in this game. Isn't that right?
Totally agree with you. I think the points are going to be on the premium. So I'll definitely take the over, but in my heart, I'm a McVay over McDonald kind of guy because I believe in offense. So I'm gonna take the Rams to win this. I think Stafford actually continues his little streak of 4 touchdown games. I think he gives you another 4 touchdown ball game today, which will make I think 5 in a row or something like that.
Correct.
Sure if that's been touched yet or what the records is on that, but yeah, give me the Rams. I'll take them to cover the spread, and I'll take the over, just to keep it real simple. And with that being said, let's go ahead and mosey into the next ball game, which is the Chiefs and the Broncos. This holds some playoff implications, to say it the best. You got the Chiefs basically trying to figure out or trying to save their playoff lives as we speak. Chiefs at Broncos minus 4.5, over under 44.5. Talk to me, fellas.
I know growing up, we always said it looks too good, bet the opposite, right?
Right.
It looks too good, bet the opposite. Denver plus 4.5 at home against Kansas City. Something's going on. You know what I mean? Bo Nix is playing pretty good football for Denver. So, much as I want to say I want to take Denver this one, I'm betting the opposite. I'm going to take Kansas City, give it the 4.5.
Oh, Lord. Over, under, baby.
It's going to go under.
Okay. I give you a Lee Corso here. Not so fast, B. Not so fast, B. Bo Nix is on fire, boy. He the hottest thing since sliced bread right now. So that defense in Denver off the chain too. They are just a sick defense, man. The pass rush is money. I think the sacks leader is in Denver's front 4, but I might be wrong. I know he's a top leader on that front 4. Denver's going to harass the shit out of Patrick Mahomes, and yes, I know he can handle it, but I don't know, man. Kansas City's 1 or 2 more new injuries because I know they got back healthy real quick. The last 3 games they've been healthy, but they 1 or 2 more injuries from just tanking, dude. Because if you look at it, what we got here? We got
Yes.
We got Denver at 8-2.
Breaking news.
Go ahead.
Commanders force a punt. Sam Rasul is the return man. He muffs the punt. The Dolphins fall on it. It's in Miami's territory. I don't know exactly what yard line is. It looks like it's about the 41-yard line.
Wow.
So here we go.
Give me time and score.
It's
13-13.
The Commanders turned down a field goal opportunity at the goal line earlier to try to score 7, and they failed.
Hey, Ben, what they always say, don't ever give up points.
Right. Don't turn down points.
Yeah. Yep.
Sometimes that girl at the end of the bar at 2 a.m., sometimes you just got to take that one. That's all I'm saying.
Can't pick and choose, man. Can't pick and choose, right?
But them goggles on.
I just can't be choosy. But Yeah, to end a win streak, I think that they should have taken the points there. But I mean, Campbell was being aggressive. I mean, not Campbell, Quinn was being aggressive, and it is what it is. Chiefs Broncos. I'm sorry, Jack. Did you say
No,
yours?
yeah, no, I'm almost done. I feel Kansas City's desperate, but everybody doesn't feel that way because they're Kansas City. But I'm still standing by my pregame prediction. Kansas City's going to lose this game to Denver, and Kansas City will not make the playoffs this year. I'm telling you. So I'm going to take Denver, and it's going to be an over because Mahomes is going to try to win this game. I just think the Denver defense is going to be too much, and Bo Nix is going to be able to do enough. I think Bo Nix is going to hang 35 up there at least. So that's what I got. Midnight Rider, what you got?
I don't agree only because I think both of these defenses are going to be stingy enough that we're going to hit the under. And I think the Chiefs cover the 4.5. Just because I think the Chiefs actually win this ball game on a field goal. And if they don't win it on a field goal, Denver will win it on a field goal. I don't see this being one of those ball games where there's going to be a big enough lead to cover the 4.5. I think it's going to come down to the very end, and the last team with the football that kicks the field goal through the uprights wins outright and takes it home.
Okay. So you're going to take the under.
Y'all be taking the under, and I'm taking the Chiefs to cover.
Got it.
I think one of the – actually, let's go to this ball game before we go to the other one because I think the next one's the bigger of the two.
Don't be switching up on me.
No, I had to because I just think the bigger game is the Lions and the Eagles. So let's go. No need in ending on the second best or the third best game of the night. Bucks at the Bills. Bills minus 6.5, over under 46.5. Mr. Chilman, tell me how you feel.
That's a hot team going to a cold place to play ball, man.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay lost 2 straight, haven't they?
Yeah. Yep. I think Josh Allen's going to win. I don't know about covering by 6, though. That's the problem. Like you said, maybe it's almost the same way the last game. A field goal is going to win this game, either or. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the under. I think it's going to be like a 20-17 game. And I'm going to take Tampa Bay getting the 6.
Ooh, cookie.
I say they're going to win, but they'll cover.
And you're taking small on the under, right?
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Here's a case of 2 teams that need to get some get right, man, because, Buffalo lost to a lowly-ass team again. And I think they did that 2 weeks ago, too. So Buffalo's hanging in the big games, but in the games they're supposed to win, they're losing. And then Tampa Bay, it's just injury after injury for Baker's squad, man. He's working with wide receivers that are 3rd, 4th string. And, he's got to have the running back is out. Bucky Irvin's out still. That man's been out for days. He's on my fantasy squad. But I did just pick up that cat from the Bears. I picked up DeAndre Swift. I traded Laporta for Swift. I was pressed.
Dog, that was the best move because Laporta's out today.
I saw that. He wasn't out when I traded him. Motherfucker ain't had no O next to him when I traded him. So my bad, Devon. I saw that. So, but Rachaad White's going to be in the backfield for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Rashad has his goods and his bads. I mean, Rashad's very explosive, but Tampa Bay's got to slow down Cook. They can't let Cook and Allen beat them, dude. They can't let Cook and Allen cook. So shut down one of them, and you got a chance of winning. I'm taking Tampa Bay, man. I'm trying to get some good mojo going that way because I got Baker Mayfield as my starting quarterback today, too. So Tampa Bay, I don't think the defenses are going to be there today for either team. So I'm Tampa Bay in the over. Man.
Yeah, I like the Bucs.
What's the forecast? What's the forecast there? Am I know?
Go ahead, Ben. I'll have it in a minute.
No, I think it's the Bucks. And I think the Bucks cover the number, and I think we will have an over. But I think this is one of those ball games where
touchdown. Oh no.
Yeah. I see exactly what you're saying. I think this is like a 28-24 type of ball game. I think maybe the Bills win it because the Bills need something to break them out. But I think the Bucks cover and all the and the over will hit.
You got Bucks in the over?
Yep.
Okay. B, I got this weather report for you. It's going to be a nice one there today, baby. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to have a wind chill, 23 mile an hour wind, 25-degree real feel, gusts up to 39 miles an hour. It's going to be dry. There's going to be no accumulation, but it's going to be a windy, cold bitch out there, it looks like. So we'll see what them Tampa Bay Cats can do up there. They haven't won in Buffalo. Tampa Bay, I don't think they've ever won in Buffalo.
Well, Buffalo's 2-5 against the spread at home.
Yeah. I think one of the stats I've seen was that Tampa Bay has not won in Buffalo.
All right. So next up, and to close this thing out, we got the Lions at the Eagles, -2.5 for the Eagles, over under 46.5. If I didn't say this before, all lines are brought to you by FanDuel, unofficial, official line provider for this season and every season here at the Sideline Junkies. With that being said, Mr. Tunin, talk to me.
I hate Philadelphia. I can't.
But you work there. You work there.
I do work there. I just
be nice.
For some reason why I just don't think, they find a way to win. And that's what a good team always does, finds a way to win, no matter if it's defensive play, offensive play, special teams play.
Oh, man.
But watching Detroit play us last week.
Hot knife through butter, baby.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it.
A guy asked me before the game, I ain't going to say no names. They're going to say, like, it's Brian, what are we going to do today? I said, Detroit's going to score every time they touch the ball.
Every time.
And they scored first eight possessions, they scored a point.
They didn't punt.
So for that reason, I mean, something's going on with Philly. I mean, I don't think, what's it, 2.5?
Yeah, it's 2.5.
If that, yeah.
So this is a toss-up, 2.5. I'm going to go with Detroit. If Philly does pull this off, which knowing them, they probably might, they'll win by 1 or 2. But the 2.5, the 2.5, they always try to win you extra money.
All right.
That's the catch. That's the hook right there. That's the hook. 2 and a hook.
No. Hold on. Let's go back to this because now you're going into deep gambling waters, and I know what you were about to say because you'd probably buy the half point to make it 3 to make it easier on you, right?
Well, I'll buy 6. I'll tease it.
There we go.
He's just like this. He's like this, Ben. He's just hanging, dude. He's just hanging.
I'll take that over up, take it down, split it up in the middle.
There we go.
6 both ways. That's old school. I don't do that no more.
Right? Yeah, we know.
You make that bet down the Legion with the bookie.
Whoa, Jack. Allegedly.
No, he knows about those days. Monica knew Harvey.
Harvey down at PGI, it was crazy. That was when I was 21.
Yes, sir.
But I'm thinking it's going to go over, and I'll take the 2.5.
Go ahead, Jack.
Over, and you want Detroit?
Detroit getting the 2.5.
Got you. Detroit, man, they're just not gelling over there the way they have been these past several years. Campbell's got to straighten some shit out. I'm not sure what it is. I mean, you got everybody healthy. Oh, I mean, the offensive unit anyway. But Philly, man, they find ways to win. And Hurts is a big part of that, man. He's doing it. I don't want to say enough to win, but he's doing what he's got to do to win. So I'm not going to say enough to win. He's doing what he's got to do to win. And the Philly defense is starting to step up, in my opinion. So
That's
I'm
something.
taking Philly. I'm taking Philly, and I'm going to take the under. I think it's going to be a nitty-gritty game. I think Philly's going to cause some turnovers in Detroit, possibly 2 interceptions from Goff, maybe. I take Philly in the under. No, Ryder, what you got?
I'm gonna make it simple. I like the Lions in this ball game.
Do you?
I like them winning outright. Yes, sir. I saw it too. I like the Lions. I mean, the Lions to win this outright, and I think it's going to hit the over. I think Philly's got a problem, and I don't know if they can solve this problem because they're fighting each other more than they're fighting themselves. And he says a thing when he goes in the thing is like I forgot how he said it, but something like, "Don't worry about me. It's about us." And then we win such and such and such. And I was just like, yeah, okay. But that sounds like just one of those mottos where you're forcing the team down everybody's throat, and maybe everybody isn't comfortable with it being a team thing and it being a us and a we thing. It's not, no, that's what he says. It's not on me, it's about we. And I don't know if everybody's comfortable with that about we thing. So, with that being said, yeah, I like the Lions and the over in this ball game. Real quick, we got 3 comments I want to hit. It says Boone says Buffalo played to the level of competition when they lost to Miami, but that won't happen again. Buffalo wins 28-17. Jeff Ricker, the man that I owe cheesesteaks to, says I like Buffalo at home. Boone jumps in again. Eagles win this. They will finally feed AJ Brown today. He says 34-14. I don't see that. I don't see this Eagles being united enough to make that happen. With that being said, quick update: the Dolphins are at like the 1 yard line. I don't know where everybody else's TV is. Mine has Dolphins 4th and goal, 1 yard line. Trying to score.
They're going
I don't know why they're going for it, but they are. I guess they feel like their defense can hold up if they don't get the TD.
If they score on your, don't tell me, Ben, because I might be a little behind.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. They getting ready to come out of the huddle, Midnight Rider. What you got?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
I'm trying to see where we are. I'm watching on my phone now.
Ben's voice changed. They didn't get it. His voice changed.
Damn it.
They didn't get it.
Damn it.
Oh, when your voice changed, I knew they didn't get it, Ben.
He always ahead of me, man.
I'm trying not to give it away.
Here it goes. It's getting a snap for me. I don't know where y'all at.
Hey, Jack, are you going to the Duke game at Capital One in December? Or is it February? Car.
I don't know. I got the schedule right over here.
They play like Michigan or Michigan State, one of the two.
Oh, are they playing in that classic?
Yeah, yep.
No, I didn't know that. I just printed the schedule the other day. Here it is. Oh, no, that's not it. But yeah, if they're around, yeah. What's up? What's up? You got the hookup, fool? Put me on the court.
Put you next to John.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Jack will be in there trying to make subs.
I'll be in there, sub. Come on, 3 and 3 out. Let's roll. But we looked good the other day. We looked real good the other day.
Booster's good.
What are you, 35-14 or some shit?
Don't get a safety, whatever you do. There you go. Come on, Debo. Come on.
We're gonna go on overtime in Spain?
Nah,
we ain't
we'll go. Our sorry ass kicker's gonna make it this time.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. We're still on the 2 yard line on my game.
No, you're behind.
Oh yeah, you're way behind.
Wait. Here he goes. Here we go. Now Debo got it.
Good God. Yeah, we you know what? We're not gonna talk about the game with you around.
I'm getting ready to turn on TV and see if I'm any different. But damn, on the phone, it's way off.
Yeah, pull your TV up, man. While that's happening, let's hit our Sunday staple. What you eating? What are you
Soup.
eating this evening? To make it through the day. I see like you're at a stadium. So what do you eat on game day, like a day today?
What do I eat on game day? When I'm working or when I'm watching?
No, when you're working, because you're working right now. I take it. So
Yeah.
guessing you will get an Aramark special.
We get catering. We have mashed potatoes, baked chicken, green beans, Caesar salad. But I'm a soup guy. Like, listen, look, I just got soup delivered right to me just now. Look, I'm all about my soup, man. It can be winter, it can be hot, it can be. I love my soup.
I like soup too.
So they know me about soup. If I get some soup, I'm good with it. You know.
But you hot soup.
Hot soup.
Hot soup chew.
Hot soup and a Red Bull.
Here we go. JC.
I gave those up. Boy, I used to be a big Red Bull guy.
I got about 16 cases of Red Bull right here next to my desk.
Nah, I had one too many Red Bulls one day, and I felt that heart fluctuate. I said, "Ooh, that didn't feel good." Nah, no more. I used to do the energy drinks too. 5 Hour Jones. I used to drink those. Yeah.
I remember the days of what was that? What was that drink that had it wasn't a drink, it was a pill that people used to take, and I think the kid one of the Orioles pitchers passed away because they were taking it.
Oh, that was that Fedrin like kind of stuff. That
yeah.
Like
I remember like vitamin packs, wasn't it? Like they were supposed to be like vitamin packs.
I
And
think
like
it was more than a vitamin pack. I think it was more.
It was a pill because I used to take it because it was.
They sold at the gas station, didn't they?
No.
Gas station.
We ain't on gas station drugs. We talking
okay.
about something that came in a bottle back in the early 2000s. It had a Fedra in it. And what I used to notice was people would think that if you take more of them, it'll speed up the weight loss. It's like, no, dog, that's not the case. That's
Nah.
like you can't
not into PEDs.
Like if the prescription says take 4, you can't take 8 and lose. You're not gonna lose extra.
You lose double, right? You're gonna lose double.
Right. And I'll never forget this girl that I was working with at the airport because this was 2001.
Who is that right there?
Me shaking. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Why are they running the ball?
Is that Lane 84? No, Jones. Damn.
So she was shaking. And I was like, what's wrong? And then she was like, oh, I took 8 of these pills. I'm like, you trying to kill yourself.
You shouldn't take 8 or nothing.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I wouldn't.
Man.
Is she alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's still alive.
I ain't taking 8 vitamins, dude.
But the problem was she was only like 150 pounds to begin with. And I'm like, what do you? But she said, her husband said she got a belly. And I was like, all right, whatever, man.
Oh, Lord. Then you need to do exercise.
But that's the thing, man. Jack, what are you eating today?
I'm getting ready to be home alone again, man. My wife's going to go spend some time again and help her mom. I don't know if I mentioned, and if it's, I'm just going to be brief with it, but my wife's father is getting into some of the early onsets of dementia, and mom's done more as, I know how it is. My mom went through it. It's tough hearing the same thing every day from the same person and stuff. So Celinda's going down there, give her some break and take the dog down and maybe bring some smiles to her face. So I'm going to go to the grocery store, and you know me, boy, I'm going to put some shrimp. Take me some shrimp, put them on the barbie. I think I'm gonna have me some kind of shrimp tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna throw them in tacos or if I'm just gonna chomp them up, but I plan on having some shrimps tonight. That's what I got.
Shrimps, where at? From where?
I'm gonna go grocery store, buy some of them 1620s, big jokers.
Hey, I heard that big meat place right by your house is pretty good. It says meat's right by the Target, the butcher.
Yeah, I got beef with them. I got beef with the butcher. They Bahamas, man. I got a $500 gift certificate from them for Christmas 2 years ago. And when I went in there,
oh, you got to be kidding me!
I went in there to use it one time, and I forgot it. So it ends up I didn't forget it. I think I misplaced it. And these Bahamas telling me they ain't got no record of. Man, you don't accept $500 and write a goddamn gift. It was a gift certificate, not a gift card. It's old school. And yeah, they're telling me they got no record of it. So since I lost it, I'm choked. That's a bitch move to me. I know they got record of a $500 purchase, man, around
hell
Christmas.
yeah.
So I'm a
Man, I
little bit
told
upset
you,
with them.
it's-
But they got good meat. They got good meat. I go to Safeway. Safeway's got good meat. They're just too expensive. But they got better meat than Food Line. So the grocery store situation over here is starting to suck because Safeway's like 3 times as expensive and Food Line doesn't have everything. So
never buy
they was
meat.
talking about us getting a Harris Teeter over here. Yeah, all these yuppies that moved over here would like a Harris Teeter. I could give or take a Harris Teeter. I'd rather have Whole Foods. I think Whole Foods is bomb. You go into shop and go to the buffet? Shit, Whole Foods is money.
Wegmans is good, man. Wegmans got that buffet.
Yeah, I ain't got a problem with Wedge. Yeah, I haven't been there often.
Everybody's got the buffet and the thing because Harris Teeter's would have got me on. Harris Teeter has the sandwich. They had the sandwich joint. You got the pizza slices or whatever. You can do a little bit of everything with Harris Teeter, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bigger than like Safeway might throw some wings out, or I think they might still have a salad bar. A lot of shit changed after COVID with some of these stores. And my Food Line ain't got no buffet of any kind.
I'm mad that Shoppers are closing everywhere.
Yeah, I used to go to that Shoppers at up at New Carrollton Mall.
Yep. Get them steroid donuts.
My friend Suzanne, she'd worked there. I was like, hook me up, Sue. She's like, how do I do that? I said, jump over the scanner every once in a while. So she's scanning my shit. Boop, boop, boop. Over, boop, boop. Shit, Shoppers was already the cheapest shit, and she was giving me the hookup. So,
right.
God bless Suzanne, man.
All right, guys. So right now, the update that I have is Commanders Dolphins are heading into overtime.
Yeah, not now. It's waiting for that in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I would tore this house apart.
13-13. Coin toss is happening.
Oh, I thought we was gonna score, fellas. I thought we was gonna kick a field goal and win.
Field goal.
Yeah, we missed the field goal, dog.
Oh, I missed it. My phone ain't working.
You missed the cascade because I saw it first, then Brian saw it, and then we were waiting for you to see it. So
that field goal, I know you were probably still waiting for it to happen on my phone.
Give you a tidbit. You know, Commanders got their snapper, their punter, and their kicker all got last names with 3 letters. That's it.
Yes. Gateway.
What's the snapper?
I forgot
What's
the
snapper's name.
Snapper.
I don't know the snapper's name.
It used to be Cheeseburger, somebody different now.
I know Way and Gay. I know that. Yeah. Gay's got to go. He's got to go. He's had to go since shit.
He's missed 2 kicks today.
2 kicks.
He should have been gone a couple weeks ago.
Well, they brought somebody in this week. I don't know why they ain't use them.
So Miami looks like they want to toss. And it looks like they're taking the ball and we're switching, I guess, whatever way they go. Oh, we're receiving. I'm sorry. So Miami actually deferred. Interesting.
Hey, Jack, last name Ott, O-T-T.
That's just what I was looking up.
Colorado. Oh,
okay.
So we're going to overtime. I think I'm eating chicken from yesterday that we got from Safeway. We got one of those
buckets,
fried chicken things. So I think I'm gonna eat that.
What's the name of that joint you always get that little chicken tacos and shit from? Cacciatores?
No. If I get the tacos, the spot I used to go to.
Look, soup. Look, soup.
Oh, Brian, you got a cold, Brian.
Yeah.
I ate a lot of chowder and I like bean soup too.
Bean soup's good.
I can't get into that.
If it's not chicken noodle, I'm not a soup guy.
Squash? I can't do squash soup.
Squash soup?
No. I don't like broccoli soup, but I like broccoli.
I just made homemade turkey soup.
Turkey rice? Turkey noodle?
Turkey and a little bit of pasta, the egg noodles.
Oh, yeah. Egg, I was looking at those the other day, boy. They're not good for us, but they good as shit.
I don't put a lot in, just enough to thicken up a little bit.
Yeah.
So the place you think about, Jack, is La Placitas.
No.
Korean place.
your go-to joint where you get the chicken and the peppers and shit at?
Oh,
You said it gives you a
Silvestre. You think about
Silvestre's. You ever heard of that, Brian?
Where's that at?
It's in they got a bunch of locations, but the one I go to is over here in Suitland. They do a real good like chicken. You can do chicken and steak, chicken, shrimp, fajitas. The way
There's one in Suitland?
Yeah. It's called.
And then you said there's one in Bowie?
I think there's one in Bowie as well. They got a bunch of locations.
I gotta get that place one time.
But they give you a bunch of food. Like you get your plate, and your plate is stacked. And it's almost like sometimes you
put the barbecue down in Dumb's Corner.
How you like that? Because
I never been. I heard it's the bomb.
Yeah, I like it, but KG's been there. He don't like it.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive. They make they got a big ass tomahawk joint, cost like $40. And then they got ribs, they got brisket, they got what are those things called? Those Mexican things you roll up in the husk and shit. Enchiladas, tamales. They got some brisket tamales. I think it's money. I like his setup. I like his big ass pit grill. It's a nice shot. Some people don't, but I like it. And I found a new joint, Brian, down Route 2 towards Route 4. Like you're going to Solomon's.
Uh-huh.
I believe this town is called Sunderland.
That's where my son lives.
Okay, Sunderland. It's called Bubbaloo's Sandwich Shop. Oh,
Toledo's? Where's it at?
Nah, it's by the 7-Eleven. You know what the 7-Eleven is?
Oh, right across the street. Yeah, right there with a little. Yeah, right
it's
on
in the strip mall. It's in that strip mall
right there,
7-Eleven, where the vape store is.
Yep.
So look at the vape store. Bubbaloo is right to the left.
Ball game?
It might be.
Who,
There you have
it. Scrubs. They're scrubs, man. Can't beat the fucking Dolphins.
It's 13-13. I mean.
Oh, I thought you said it was over.
No, it's not over, but it's
almost.
It's like impending doom.
It's almost there.
Go ahead and play the Death March.
But yeah, I went down there to a funeral down in St. Mary's, and I stayed in Solomon's. And on my way home, I always stop at that vape joint, give me a new battery, and then I smelled barbecue. I'm like, what the fuck? And I found it, and I walked in, and then my buddy Rob Randall said, "Oh yeah, that's my man Bubba. Tell him I sent you." Man, they set me up a plate. I told him I was going to do a review. I said, "Let me do a review on your shit." I said, "Give me some pulled pork, give me some brisket, and give me some wings." Man, shit, he gave me a Reuben, a pulled pork, a brisket sandwich, wings, burnt ends. He gave me everything. It was probably $50 worth of food, dude. And I gave him a nice food review. It was good. I already had 2 people go in there and say Jack sent me, so that's cool. Maybe I can get a deal with that cat. Good food.
If you go anywhere, what I've learned is if you say Rob Randall's name, I forgot what I went to. But I said Rob Randall.
You went to Sergeant's Barbecue.
Yes. All right, guys.
He said Rob's name, and they gave him enough food for all week's lunch.
It seemed like it.
Brian knows Rob.
J Dub says, "Good, gotta go, fellas. Everyone have a great week." With that being said, let's get to our staple of how we always end this joint. We'll wrap that shit up. If you got any kind of fun fact or something that you want to drop before we get out of here, before we close this evening out.
Take Duke this year. They're gonna win the national championship.
Yes, sir. We're gonna undefeated, boy.
Okay. The lies y'all tell. Them boys, them Tar Heel boys ain't taking that. Because you actually sent me a note. You sent me a note about them Tar Heel boys. So let's not get too excited.
They look nice. I like that foreign guy they got. And then that young skinny black kid with the braids. They got 2 nice guys.
Hey, on a real quick, I have a buddy of mine. He has brain cancer. I just want to say shout out to Rick Peacock.
Rick's part of our family.
Yeah, we're having a good benefit next Saturday down at the beach. If anybody's interested, come to the Firehouse in Millville and
Send me
donate
that. Send me that flyer again, please. So
I got
post
you,
it on
Jack.
our page.
Yeah, we love you, Rick. We love you. We
I've
miss
been
you.
trying to get a hold of you, Rick. I know we're playing phone tag, baby, but all us fellas are thinking about you, big dog. You got this.
And he rang the bell the other day. So
He just rang the bell. Yeah, he just rang the bell.
You got to do Timo now.
Yep.
Jack,
It's
anything
still-
you got? I mean, I don't want to. But
let's get down, man. Tuesday we're gonna have our first bracket made by the Junkies, so we're gonna scratch the top 10 and we're gonna go right into bracket work. December 7th is selection day for the playoff bracket, so it's getting close. We're 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out or so. No, 3 weeks out. So I'm excited for college football right now, and it's getting to be about that time, fellas. So peep it.
I totally agree, man. For me, I don't have anything. Just for everybody at home, this week's slate. I know we have 5 p.m. Monday drought time. I think we have the coaches show at 7 p.m. Contenders or Pretenders, but I'm not exactly sure. But I'll say it just because. Tuesday, we have the Tuesday night flight. Wednesday, we have how's it go?
I got Isaiah Foot coming to the passenger seat Wednesday. Isaiah Foot is trying to pursue and continue his football journey. High school ball player in the DMV area, went on to play small college football, went through some training camps and some tryouts through the NFL. He has even bounced around some arena football, and there's a league he mentioned to me in communication this week that I don't even know what the hell it is. So I think we're going to learn about some new football avenues for young men trying to just, continue their football career, man. You don't have to be a Super Bowl champion. You just continue doing what you love. And I think that's what Isaiah's doing. So I look forward to talking to Isaiah. If you want to check him out, he's down there at Upper Marlboro Ford, coming right there on 301, down there by the old Rivals. And I'm sure he'll be ready to set you up in one of them F-150s. Go down there and check out Isaiah Foot and also talk football. The guy knows football. Looking good. 8 o'clock Wednesday.
And then at 7:30, we have Nothing But Net, our basketball show that comes on. And then Thursday at 7:15, we have the Thursday Night Throwdown that previews the week, or I should say previews the weekend of college football. Also gives you an insight into the Thursday night ball game that happens. And then Saturday mornings, let's just say Saturday night, we got the WrestleManiacs, because I'm not sure the schedule is for the Gridiron. We got some things going on. With that being said, it's the Sideline Junkies, the Sunday Rise. We'd like to thank Mr. Brian Tuning, the man that touches the Super Bowl trophy every year, for coming in.
Thanks, B.
You're welcome. Good to be on. Good to be on.
My man Jack, myself, the Midnight Rider. Thank you for coming out and joining us. We'll see you. Hope you enjoy your Sunday morning of football. But we are out of here. Have a good night.